Greetings, everybody. We're at Hannover Messe here in the Siemens booth, and we're here with Ujjwal. Welcome, and I think you're just started at Siemens, maybe
Just 3 weeks into the role.
3 weeks into the show. So from the outside in, what do you see as Siemens when somebody is walking in the consumer packaging goods, from recipe to design to shelf delivery? Walk us through what is it a food beverage manufacturer and get out of it by visiting the Siemens booth?
So again, 3 weeks into the role, one of the things I'm really excited to see is how Siemens is using its wide software portfolio and hardware portfolio in the automation and industrial software space to do end-to-end automation. So in that CPG example, from design to simulation to production, troubleshooting, leveraging our software layer, digital twin layer, and all the PLCs and different sensing technologies all coming together to give a seamless end-to-end optimization for the customer, which is amazing. I even saw how we are using this AI agent to code and troubleshoot and actually talk to the factory layer, which is super helpful.
And we'll double click then a little bit, but pop-up factory are a big theme here at the Hannover Messe, producing closer to demand instead of shipping from centralized plants. What kind of cost and speed advantages are manufacturing actually seeing with this approach?
So in US, I see these kind of requests a lot, where customers, they want to react to a sudden surge in demand. So if there is a FIFA World Cup coming up, we may need Gatorade in outside a specific stadium, and we need a setup which can do bottling on site, which gives you lead time advantage, shorter transportation cost and time. It gives you flexibility to manage your operations in a custom way. Like one part of one stadium may have different tastes than I would think in my Texas days. Audience was more Dr. Pepper kind of audience. So this pop-up manufacturing gives the kind of flexibility to quickly set up a manufacturing or intralogistic setup closer to where the actual consumption is, which was not possible in the pre-AI world. This is an amazing case study of how you bring in flexibility of setting things, designing things, optimizing things, troubleshooting things closer to where the real action is, rather than in a centralized facility and trying to predict how the load will be in different parts of US or in different parts of the world.
And it's probably perfect time for you in America, at least in the United States, as they just decided for Gatorade to remove that additive. So now having the ability to do it in parts of the world with the additive, maybe in America, since they're not allowing it anymore, maybe you adjust that. So
absolutely.
Let's move on to the thing you touched about, the AI. So Siemens and NVIDIA are launching their first fully AI-driven factory this year in Erlangen. So if I pronounce it properly, what does that mean for process plants in Americas and that are not there yet?
Sure. So one of the challenges we see with the education around AI-based technologies, people see like hundreds of different use cases. They haven't seen a full-fledged factory from end to end using AI to completely transform the way we manufacture. We have seen assembly line-based facilities, not an integral AI-driven factory floor, which is what we as Siemens, NVIDIA, and a couple of other players, we are working together to pull together and showcase to the world on what an AI optimized factory would look like. For us on the process plant side, we will be able to leverage the core operating system of what we are trying to develop in Erlangen, whether it is digital twin, to predictive maintenance modules, to how do you interact with your MES system to understand your operations better, for maintenance communication with your MES. Like, these are some of the things which we have seen in silos. Erlangen will make it real for everyone, which we as like, I've spent my career in automation. This is the utopian world we were waiting for.
Well, we're certainly on a fast pace move, right? I was talking to a CEO of a company earlier this week, and they were saying between the first ask of the customer and the second one, the customer picks it around. So dealing with those changes is also exciting, yes, challenging time must be for a software provider because of that fast moving pace.
No,
Now,
absolutely.
you're also announced a new, if I pronounce it properly, engineering,
Eigen,
Eigen engineering.
Eigen engineering.
What does that mean? First off,
Sure. So this is a tool which right now we are starting with the process industry. One of the key challenges which we have in developing manufacturing in any part of the world, let's say we are pushing for reshoring in US, is everything needs to be programmed. Your PLCs need to be programmed. Your overall solution needs to be programmed. Where do you have so many programmers and developers to help you do all that work? And once you set it up, the process conditions change frequently, so you need to reprogram.
mm-hmm.
With AI helping us design the perfect project, to deploy it, troubleshoot it, now we'll be using the power of AI to do a lot of stuff, like how vibe coding is helping this new generation do it in factories and in different places. So I'm really excited about Eigen simplifying the deployment and redeployment of PLC and DCS based automation in our process plants.
Got it. Thank you. And then now I want to tap into your background, certainly in the process industry where you've led automation for the entire Americas. What is the one capability coming to market this year that you believe will change how process plants operate in North America?
So we have been talking about several interesting AI use cases for last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I see lot of edge capability which will allow us to bring those use cases in production. And uh, we as Siemens, we are engaged with several customers who are bringing in those use cases in production, and other players are doing the same. This, in my view, will fundamentally change the way process industry was operated. Like, I've been in the process industry for a long, long time. It's mind-boggling to see how the amount of simplification and productivity we can drive by bringing in uh, the AI compute capability on the edge. Like, just with that Eigen, we are talking about 2 to 5x faster deployment of solutions.
So stay tuned as we follow the progress with the launch of the new product, as well as practical application. And if you have questions, feel free to follow us and we'll get the appropriate experts from Siemens to answer. So thank you so much for your time and your insights, and good luck with the rest of the week of the show.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.